Hey everyone, it's Rhonda with Ronnie Bell Designs, and I've got a sneak peek for you today of a junk journal that is coming to my Etsy shop this Monday, March 13th at 8 a.m. Mountain. I guess it will be daylight time by then, so it's daylight savings time this weekend. So 8 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. That link to my Etsy shop is always included in the description box below, so if you're interested, go check that out. But otherwise, let's go ahead and take a look at this sweet little journal. Now, this is very much a spring Easter journal. I've included a lot of ephemera and embellishments throughout the journal, so you could use it for either or. You could do a spring journal, you could do an Easter journal. Me, I would do both. I love the spring. It's my favorite time of year. Easter is my favorite holiday. There's a lot of vintage elements throughout this journal as well, so it just speaks to my heart. Everything about this I just love it. So this is a very vintage book. This is Lucky Rabbit, and this is a Ding Dong School book by Rand McNally. I did Google it, and it's roughly it's in the 1950s somewhere, so it's very, very vintage. I did thrift this. I will show you there is a little bit of writing in it. I will show you where that's at, but it doesn't take away from the journal at all. To me, it just adds a little bit of character, so I'll show you where that's at. But otherwise, this journal is a little bit different than the journals I normally create. Now, this Lucky Rabbit book did not have signatures, so it was going to be very hard to create a spine when there's no signatures. So what I did with this one is I just bound it together with these two rings. And I love binding books with rings because A, they just look really cool, and B, your journal lays flat. When you go to work on it, your pages lay flat. You can undo the rings if you want to add more pages to it. You can undo the rings if you want to move pages around. So you have a lot of flexibility when you have a ring-bound junk journal. I've added some pink pom-pom trim on the side. There's pink pom-pom trim added to one of the pages on the inside. And then I've added this little bow here with some spring colored ribbon. I think it looks really, really pretty. Okay, so on the inside, again, you can see that this is a Ding Dong School book. This is Miss Frances over here with her bell. This is the Lucky Rabbit book, and there's that little bit of writing I was talking about there. I don't know if you can tell, but there's just somebody wrote their name up there, and that's the only writing that is in this book. So I have not included the entire book in here, but I have a bunch of the pages in here. But again, the book is not all included. Okay, so again, throughout the book, I have added all kinds of embellishments, all kind of vintage looking printables, that kind of thing that you can use when you are using this junk journal. So again, very, very spring elements. So there's a couple robins with their nest, very vintage looking. Over here, I've added a vintage paper clip, and underneath this, there is a bingo card, a pink bingo card that you can use. There is this 3x4 card with a little girl with her bunnies. And then there's this embellishment that says Beauty in Bloom. Again, very springy, so cute. I'll attach them back underneath all the paper clips when I'm finished. But blank on the back side of most of these papers, so you can use it for photos, you can use it for journaling, you can use it for art, however you want to use the journal. This is a 4x6 printable of a vintage little Easter postcard, that sweet little chick there. Again, blank on the back side. Some vintage music paper. And on the back side of this, I've got another one of those vintage paper clips. And underneath that is a blank index card. There is a vintage book page that you can use. There is this sweet little 3x4 lamb, looks like a flash card. And then there's a little tab here that says date and location. This is one of the pages from the original book, and I've just added some vintage lace to the edge of that. Again, so cute for Easter. A 4x6 vintage card here. Blank on the back. And there's some scrapbooking paper, again with pretty flowers and very spring colors. On the back of this, I created this guest check. I've just added a little bunny on there. And on the back side of this, it's perfect because there's some lines here that you can do some journaling with. You can add a photo, however you want to do it. And then there is another blank piece of cardstock there. This is a printable. This was a vintage alphabet coloring book cover, blank on the back. This is taken from an old Dick and Jane book, and I've added a ticket up there for a tab. I've also added throughout here some vintage printables of vintage Easter cards, which I just love these. Love them so much. This one says a happy Easter day. And again, if you don't want to document Easter, you can open up those rings and you can take this right out. Over here underneath another vintage paper clip, we've got a 3x4 journaling card. It says notes. This sweet little rabbit. And just an Easter tag. And again, all blank on the back, so if you wanted to journal, add photos, whatever, you could do that. Again, blank on the back side of that paper. There's a 4x6 journaling card here with a little frog at the bottom. Again, very springy. And then over here under this vintage paper clip, we've got a farmer's market sales receipt. There's another 3x4 old book printable. And then a little frame there. There's a doily in here. Now I love to use doilies. I like to add photos on them. I like to print out my journaling and add it on there. You can create a pocket on here, however you want to use that. Over here on this vintage ledger paper, there is, first of all, this paper clip tag with a bottle cap on here. And it's just got this sweet little chick in there. And then this is holding down this bag, and on the inside it has some embellishment pieces that you can use. There are tags in here. This one says egg hunt. There's one that says love with a little lamb. There's somebody loves you. And then there are some just regular ticket tabs that you can use. And then we've got this sweet little bunny with the chicks. So those are in there for you to use. And then also this little bag has one of the printables, the vintage coloring book that says Favorite Tales. And I love how these bottle caps look when they're hanging out the edge of your book. Love it. Again, we've got that vintage ledger paper, the back side of that. Another 4x6 card. You could use this for journaling. We've got some blank paper on here, lined again, just perfect for journaling. And under that paper clip, there's a library card. There's this pennant. And then there's a little printable that says Hello Spring. And lots of room for writing. This is another page from the original book. Over here we've got a 4x6 journaling card with a little nest, very vintage looking again. A smaller sheet for paper, a smaller sheet for writing, and then the paper has this washi tape on the edge of it. Another pretty spring scrapbooking paper here. Over here I've created a tuck spot. This is another one of those vintage Easter card printables, and I thought he made a perfect tuck spot. So you can see it says, for a joyous Easter. And then I've included a blank guest check, another bingo card, and this B is for Bunny little flashcard. Those are in there. This is a primary writing pad. This is from Leap Pad, but it's got the two little frogs, and I thought they went perfect with this. So there's writing room on both sides of that. Another 4x6 postcard. This one has the little bunny with his flower over here. Another page from the book, and I've added some purple rickrack to the edge of that. This is a larger printable with the activity book. This was an old activity book. Perfect on the back for, again, adding paper however you want to use it. And under this paper clip, we've got more sheet music. There is a time card. This one is like a peachy orangey bingo card. There's another 3x4 journaling card. And then there's just this little, it says rain, rain, go away. So again, you can see there's lots of spring ephemera in here. There's lots of Easter ephemera. So however you decide to use this, there is going to be plenty of things for you to use throughout the book. Another Dick and Jane page with a ticket. This is a printable of, looks like, it's meant to look like an old newspaper, but it's lots of spring things on there. There is this paper clip with the pink ribbon on here, and on the back I've included another blank guest check for you to use. There is a yellow index card, and then this sweet little bingo card. So cute. There is just something about vintage Easter and vintage spring that just speaks to my soul. The other half of that doily is in here. And on this page, I've included this bag, this little bag here. It is just attached with washi. So if you wanted to move this and use it somewhere else, you could absolutely do that. It will come up very easily. It's not going to ruin the page. And inside there is a tag. If you can see that. It says Bliss. There we go. And with just a pretty spring ribbon on the top of that. More vintage ledger paper. Another page from the book. There's just a paper clip over here, again with some pretty spring ribbon. This is another one of the Easter card printables. I don't know what it is about these, but I swear I had this card. I swear I had this card when I was a kid. I just love them so much. I can almost, there's no flocking on it, but you guys know, if you know, you know, you can feel that flocking even though there's really none on there. Another page of writing paper with the washi tape on it. And then on this side, again, underneath the vintage paper clip, we've got a 4x6 card. So spring is here. And then there's a flashcard that you can use in this as well. Put that back on here. Okay. And then over here, I've created a flip out, but it is being held down by this paper clip. So let me take this off real quick and I'll show you. We've got this little flip out over here with that 3x4 printable seed packet on here. And then on this side, there is a pink index card. There is this sweet little chicks that say my favorites with the blossom card. Put those away later. Another vintage printable of an Easter card. It says Easter wishes. There's some more ledger paper. There's a little tab on there that says sunshine. And on the back side, it says yes to this. From a Dick and Jane book right there. And then on this side, there's another 4x6. Actually, this is a little bit bigger than a 4x6. I'm not entirely sure what size that is, but it just says admit one, and it's got this cute swing. On this side, we've got the a larger paper clip here with more of that spring colored ribbon. And then underneath that is a blue bingo card and another vintage book page, and then a bunny tag. More of that pretty scrapbooking paper. And another page from the book. Again, this one's a little bit larger than a 4x6 as well. It would be perfect to mat a 4x6 photo on the back of that. But it just says Bloom, another bingo card. And then over here, this little envelope. Again, you can take this off and move it. It is just attached with washi if you want to. But on the inside of this little envelope, we've got some tags. Oh, so I'll pull those out. These little tags, spring tags, are in there, as well as this cute little duck with his umbrella. And those are in that envelope. Oops. Goes back in there. Okay. And again, just attached with washi. You can take it off, you can move it, but I love how the this cute little puppy and duck look with this paisley looking paper. And that's not paisley, plaid looking paper. Some more spring paper, more writing paper. On the back, there's another tuck spot here. This is a printable of a vintage Easter egg coloring kit. And then in here is a little glassine bag, and this is just held together with washi tape. Let me open this up so you can see it here. But there's going to be some more tags in here, some more little embellishment pieces that you can use. So this one says spring has sprung. There's these two cute little ducks. And another ticket, a couple little tickets. This one actually says Easter Day. More tickets. This one says Egg Hunt. And then another one of those ducks. So cute. So those are in this little bag. And again, you can use the bag in a different way. You can obviously use the embellishment pieces throughout, but that's it, just that little tuck spot. We've got a springtime bingo. And then on the back side, we've got this little card that says an Easter greeting. Again, just held down with washi. So if you wanted to move this around, you could leave it out if you didn't want to do an Easter journal. But I've left you the option of using it if you want to. Another Dick and Jane book with a ticket on the side. Another one of those newspapery looking prints. This one is the Easter journal. So this one's all about Easter. And then over here on this page, which I think is the last page, it is. So we've got this cute, first of all, how cute is this paper with the little rain boots on it? And then I've got another paper clip here. This has a light green ribbon on it. And then underneath there is another pink bingo card, another flash card, a 3x4 card with that sweet little duck on there. D is for ducky, so happy-go-lucky. And then there is this little bunny with a balloon that says joy. And those are under that paper clip. And again, I love including the paper clips because you can use them throughout your album too, however you want to. You can use them in the same sort of way. You can use them to clip things onto the edge. Again, they just add a little something when the book is closed. And then the last page of the book is also included in here. And I've added this cute chick ribbon trim here on the very edge of this. And then that is the last page in this book. So again, Ding Dong School, there it is. But that was a flip through. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, this is going to be in my Etsy shop on Monday, March 13th at 8 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Otherwise, go check it out, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.